Hey guys, it's JJ. Welcome back to the Texans franchise where we have a renewed offensive line and a couple new weapons on offense. We also have a completely renewed defensive line. So I'm really excited about this season. We're going to start it off with the preseason, and as always with the preseason, I only show the plays that are made, like the big plays that are made of the preseason. So if anybody doesn't stand out at all, then you usually don't see them. And that usually leads to cuts if we are talking about players at the bottom of the roster, fringe starters maybe that then are demoted to backups or something like that. And yeah, so the interesting battles are not a quarterback or receiver. I think we have seen everything we need to see from the quarterbacks and the running backs as well. The receivers, maybe there's a couple battles here to watch out for, but I mean, I guess we know that John Ross is the number one. Corey Davis, whom we signed in the offseason, is number two. AJ Lincoln in the slot, but we also have Matthew Thierry. We drafted him, and he might look for some more playing time. But we're gonna start off with Dameon Pierce, and he starts it out with a nice run, 16 yards to the edge, cuts it off to the left side there, and that's a nice run. 2nd and 4, a couple plays later, and then we have Corey Davis running away from 2 defenders, 3 defenders, and then finally brought down by the safety at the last possible second, because if he if he hadn't gotten there, then Corey Davis would have scored. 2nd and 11, we have Dameon Pierce running over somebody, but then losing it on the fumble. That is pretty disappointing, and well, that is going to lead to a Giants first down there. Really sad. Then also we have an injury. Corey Davis is out and likely to not come back. Abdominal tear. His preseason is done. Can tell you that right now. So lots of chances now for Matthew Thierry here. We also know that the offensive line is completed. There is no battles or anything to watch there. We have Trey Turner as the 6th lineman that is going to be a swing guard, and he's the only one that would be, like, overall wise, be able to compete against the starters, but he's going to be a backup. 2nd and 10, and this is not good. Matthew Starks takes down the quarterback. He was the first one there, and I think Ioannidis helped him out there. Let's see. Yeah, Starks here off the right tackle brings him down, and then Ioannidis just gets there at the last second. So really it was Matthew Starks. 3rd and 15, and that is going to lead to another sack, and down goes the quarterback. It's Christian Harris. Not good. And yeah, this is something to watch out for, because we have a battle for edge rusher here. Matthew Starks right now is the number 3 guy. We have Marcus Davenport, who is just a more well-rounded player right now. Matthew Starks is a great athlete, and apart from that, he is kind of raw as a pass rusher. And we have Ryan Springs, our number 1 overall pick, and he's really good. Like a really finished product right now compared to Matthew Starks. And so I'd say I give the edge to Springs there. But maybe if Starks really convinces everybody in the preseason, then he's gonna get the job. But what a play here for the Houston Texans, as Avery Saunders is gonna take it down all the way after the blocked field goal. Huge play there. And while I was talking, we also had a couple of more nice plays. Matthew Thierry had a 20-something yard completion. And then we have finally our first completion to Diego Cordova, who has a huge gain there. 1st and 10 now. And Jamie Newman is going to just throw it up there. And this is actually caught by Thierry. Huge play, but can't get into the end zone and can't get it down in time, so to take a timeout. And that leads to the halftime now. But Thierry showing what he can do already here in preseason. The quarterback for the Giants here right now, Britton Fowler, goes down again. Kendall Sheffield around the edge on the dime blitz. And yeah, Britton Fowler is a rookie quarterback. I thought that he didn't look good as a draft prospect. And here he goes down again. Ioannidis gets there again. And I didn't think he was going to be a good quarterback. We'll see. For now, he's going to be the backup to Tom Brady here in New York. And then we've got Ty Johnson, the backup running back, showing a nice game here. He's going to get the entire 3 quarters to the backups here. And Ty Johnson is really making the most of it. So he is going to be the number 2, maybe getting some carries. And that is, of course, take that with a grain of salt, because obviously there is a possibility that maybe we find a nice running back off waiver wire. Like with anything else, if there's somebody nice on waiver wire, then I might pick them up here. And now Diego Cordova showing the great hands here, getting a nice completion and a first down over the middle. Cordova is obviously going to be the number 1 tight end, no question about it. Another nice completion here to Terrell Ridley. And that's a first down. 2nd and 10 now. We're in the 4th quarter. This game is going to end soon. Newman throws it, and this is Tylan Wallace. That's a nice catch. 1st and 10. Double A-gap look, but they back out of it. Newman at the sideline. This is Tylan Wallace again. Got the first down. The problem with Tylan Wallace is, okay, so I got him because he was in the free agency pool last year, and I signed him to the practice squad, and nobody's ever signed him away. The problem with him is we already got his exact skill set with more speed in AJ Lincoln, who is also younger. And as I already talked about, Corey Davis, abdominal tear, going to be done for the preseason. We're going to start this game off against the Lions now, and Mills sets his feet, gets it away. That's a nice catch to said AJ Lincoln. And I really am not really all that interested in keeping around Tylan Wallace. I think he's 26 already, so he's not going to develop a whole lot. I don't really see the upside as Justin Ross is going to beat his corner. And that is going to be a touchdown, Texans. Huge play. This is what I'm looking for. And this is in the 1st quarter, so with all the starters in as well. It was not like he was doing it against a backup. So, great one-on-one rep there for Justin Ross. And Texans are going to have it back here, 7-3. Still in the 1st quarter, and Mills gets it away as Diego Cordova is just going to shove somebody away. That was Romeo Aquara, by the way. 2nd and 4. Davis Mills gets it away. One-on-one down the field. Cordova is going to break a tackle into the end zone. 44-yard touchdown. And this is exactly what I was looking for in Diego Cordova. He doesn't have 87, 88 speed like I expected, but I absolutely don't care. This guy, if he plays like that in the game where in the games where it counts, well, I've got no problems with 83 speed, as he has another target there over the middle, and Cordova gets another first down. Great concentration again, and right in front of the defensive back. That is huge. 2nd and 6 now. Davis Mills is going to have another wide open completion here, and that is Diego Cordova down to the 2-yard line. And he is driving this ball down the field by himself today. 1st and goal. Mills, easy pitch and catch. It's Justin Ross, touchdown Texans. They're going to take this one and extend their lead. Another roster battle to look out for, I guess, is the linebacker situation. We have Chris Portillo as the number 1 linebacker, obviously. But there is some question about the number 2. Jamie Cantu has made some strides in coverage. And so there is a possibility that he's the number 2. But Christian Harris is the favorite to win it right now. As Justin Ross has another ridiculous catch down the field there. And a first down at the 1-yard line. And we're going to look at this one. This is against Jeff Okuda, I think. And he's just going to get up there and shove away one defender. That was Okuda. Oh, man. Justin Ross, if he continues to play like that in the regular season, that's awesome. And then a wide open touchdown to Matthew Thierry. And yeah, Thierry is kind of not really showing all that much. I think he has had a few catches, but down the field, he's just not been there, as Nico Collins has a ridiculous catch. 1st and 10. We have another injury. Kobe Nicholson has a small injury. Gonna come back later in the game. But Collins has a unbelievable catch here between 2 defenders and absorbing a huge hit, still hanging on. 1st and 10. Newman gets it away, and this is Nico Collins fighting ahead. Nico Collins is also somebody that's maybe cuttable. Also getting up there in age, just like Tylan Wallace. And I really don't see it here with Wallace. But Collins is obviously playing his heart out. And if he continues to play like that, he's going to have his spot secured. I'm also inclined to give him a more shot than Tylan Wallace, because we need a backup here for somebody like Justin Ross. Matthew Thierry is not a backup to Justin Ross, obviously, because there's a size difference and a skill difference. These are just 2 completely different players. On the one hand, you've got a contested catch guy with 88 speed, and on the other hand, you got a rookie that has like 93, 94 speed. Awesome route runnings, but it's having troubles concentrating on tough catches over the middle and stuff. So we really don't have a backup to Justin Ross here, and I think Nico Collins can do that. We also have Corey Davis, who's kind of like the same player to Justin Ross. So you can have a backup for 2 players at once. And for AJ Lincoln, I am not sure if we need a backup. But if I wanted to do it, if I wanted to have a backup for AJ Lincoln, I think Matthew Thierry could play that role as well. As we open the first game, the second game, no, that's actually the 3rd game already, to the Vikings with a 77-yard touchdown to Justin Jefferson. Somehow can't tackle this guy. Huge game for him. Derek Stingley loses out there, and then took a bad angle with Caleb Burgess there. And Jefferson just outruns me. Yeah. So that's not great. But we're going to start off this game here with Davis Mills having a completion over the middle, and that is Thierry. So yeah, as I was talking about, I think Thierry could do a fine job being a slot receiver. He might not have the catch and traffic rating you're looking for, but he does have the speed. And with the way I set up this offense, I think the speed and route running is a lot more important than catch and traffic here for AJ Lincoln as well. And so that's why I think that Thierry could do a fine job as a backup to AJ Lincoln if there were any problem. As Thierry has another great gain there, has like 18 yards, I think, on the post, gets open there. And yeah, and then we also have Terrell Ridley, who I think is a good backup as well to AJ Lincoln, and he's a lot younger than Tylan Wallace. So yeah, I don't think we really need Tylan Wallace. And for the defense, we have the linebacker battle there. For now, I think we're gonna stick with this guy here, Christian Harris, as the number 2 linebacker. Jamie Cantu is gonna be a two down linebacker. Just, yeah, his coverage is just not good enough right now. But those are the 3 starting linebackers. We have a couple backups. And that's it. For corners, I think everything's set. Like Alex Day and Derek Stingley are the number 1 and 2. And the slot is Desmond King. And yeah, that's it. We're done. We have a couple backups there. Avery Saunders is a really nice one. I like this guy a lot. And for safeties, yeah, we're done as well there. We have 2 rookies that are going to be starting. Jalen Petre is done. 2 years without any impact at all. And he's a backup now. I wanted to trade him, but there's just nobody that's really all that interested, I guess. And then Thierry has a nice catch there against, yeah, in traffic. That's a nice one. 1st and 10 now for Alfaro, and this one is picked off. It's Desmond King. And this is the first interception of the preseason. Desmond King with a nice one here. Yeah, this guy is just one of the best slot corners in the league. There's just no way to get around that one. Desmond King is an awesome slot corner. And then, yeah, you just saw Marcus Davenport forced that mistake because that was an awful throw. And Diego Cordova got the first down here to get closer to the 2-minute warning. I think that Cordova is going to do an awesome job, provided he's healthy, because he has an injury problem. Justin Ross, and that's another nice catch. I think that was 19 yards or something like that. And Mills just threads the needle there between the linebacker and the safety. Awesome. 2nd and 4 now. Davis Mills. And he is going to get it away. And wide open is Diego Cordova. And he almost broke one there. That's a tackle. If the other tackler is not there, Justin Ross can throw a block and Cordova's gone. Yeah, Cordova is really balling out here. 5 catches in the first half already. And now we've got Thierry over the middle, and that's a first down. So finally, we see some more good route running from Thierry, just being open all that time. And AJ Lincoln down the middle, 23 yards. Jesus. I'd say that AJ Lincoln is bound to have a great year. This guy looks really sharp in the preseason, and the quarterback goes down again, and there's a fumble. And the Texans are going to recover. AJ Epinesa on the fumble, and the fumble was forced by Kendall Sheffield, the dime corner, who just got in there and ripped out the football. It was incredibly tough to see, but he loops around the tackle there and forces the ball out. Great play by Sheffield. 2nd and 10, Davis Mills gets it away. This is caught by Cordova. Cuts upfield, gets a first down. 13 yards. Yeah, I am really excited about Cordova. He is going to be awesome. And another tight throw here. That was Jamie Newman. First down to, I forgot who caught the ball. And then we run it once with Sean Ward. Didn't get in there. Run it a second time with Terrell Waite. Got in there. Broke a tackle doing so. So awesome play here. 1st and 10. Jamie Newman down here. And this is caught by Matthew Dunlap. He is a UDFA that I was kind of excited about. He's kind of the same size as Matthew Dunlap. As Matthew Thierry. So the 2 Matthews are kind of the same player. And this is an awesome play by Terrell Way. So again, on this play, I tried it with Sean Ward, our rookie running back. I drafted in like the 6th round, but he couldn't get it done. And then I get in Terrell Way for 1 snap there, and he breaks a tackle and bulldozes into the end zone. Like, look at this. Look at this guy, man. Terrell Way. 2nd year UDFA. I think he's going to get the roster spot again. 3rd and 17. Jamie Newman gets it out there to Tylan Wallace again. And he's going to get the catch again here. Gets out of bounds. So the problem with Wallace is all those catches he just made were wide open, and I know that everybody else can do that too. And I think that somebody like Matthew Thierry has even better route running than Tylan Wallace. So I think he's gonna have an even more easy job to do what Tylan Wallace did there. But I didn't see Tylan Wallace make any great catches in traffic over the middle in like the third quarter, where I didn't just throw it down the sideline all the time. As Matthew Dunlap has a nice catch there, wide open though. And Tylan Wallace, I mean, this play is more to show how great of a throw Jamie Newman did there. And then Matthew Dunlap has the touchdown catch. And the Texans are taking the lead here late in this game. So yeah, I'd say that this was an interesting preseason. We have seen a few picks. Most of those 6 picks were pretty bad decisions by me, but there was a couple like bad throws as well that got picked off. Davis Mills, well, it is what it is. He's just not a great quarterback, and he's never gonna be. He's gonna hold this team back, and we're gonna replace him next year at the latest. Dameon Pierce, awesome preseason, just like Ty Johnson. Both of them did a great job. Terrell Way had the only 2 rushing touchdowns, and it was just because Sean Ward couldn't get it done when I called on him. And Diego Cordova just killed everybody. Matthew Thierry had a nice preseason, but he has lots of downs played here, Thierry, and he's a backup for now. Justin Ross had an awesome preseason. Terrell Ridley did when he got onto the field. He really produced nicely. AJ Lincoln, Tylan Wallace, both of them had more the open looks, especially Wallace when he played against backup slot corners. That was too easy. And then for the defense, Matthew Ioannidis had a couple sacks. Christian Harris got in there. Kendall Sheffield had a nice one. Springs and Starks combined for 1 sack each. Yeah, I don't know how that works. Oh no, I guess Ioannidis had 2 half sacks, not 1 sack and 2 half sacks. And somehow they credited Ioannidis with the forced fumble. I thought it was Kendall Sheffield. Like the replay showed it was Kendall Sheffield that did it. But yeah. And then something happened that I didn't realize was going to happen. Ty Chandler got onto the market as a practice squad player. And like, come on, man. I can't like just ignore that speed. I want that speed on my team. And like, I really like Ty Johnson, but Ty Chandler has even more of it. So he's gonna get onto the team, and Sean Ward is going to go to the practice squad instead of staying on the roster. I released Tylan Wallace. He was getting older, and I talked about it. He just didn't show anything when it came down to it, like over the middle of the field in traffic. Matthew Dunlap is going to go to the practice squad. Sharif Devine, James Luck. We released AJ Jackson. Damian Sherman goes to the practice squad. Russell Flanagan goes to the practice squad. Roy Lopez is going to get released. He is a good run stopper, but we just don't need him anymore. And yeah, then I moved Petre to strong safety to balance it out on the roster. A lot more stuff happening that is really not all that important. Thomas Graham, was the one guy that blocked the field goal. And Thomas Bucker also goes to the practice squad. And then after this episode was done, I rearranged some stuff and moved a defensive tackle to the practice squad and got Matthew Dunlap back on the team. So yeah, this is what the team looks like now. We have Davis Mills and Jamie Newman as the backup. I think Mills is kind of done. He's a bridge quarterback at this point. And I am going to replace Davis Mills next season. When I simulated past this episode, I thought about maybe getting Justin Fields, but Rick Richter is not a franchise quarterback or a future starter or a day one starter for the Bears. and his 71 overall and like normal dev. So they just kind of wasted the first round pick on somebody that's not even designated to start over Fields. So I'm gonna just leave Fields there and go with Mills for this season probably. Justin Ross, Corey Davis, who's going to come back for week 1. AJ Lincoln are going to be the 3 starters. We have Nico Collins as a backup to Ross and Davis. We have Thierry as a backup to Lincoln, just like Terrell Ridley. And then we have Gary Gordon somehow still staying on there just because of his speed. But I'm also thinking about like, okay, this guy can't do anything about route running and stuff. This guy, Gary Gordon, is pure speed and nothing else. And then we've got Cordova and Brevin Jordan, and then they also drafted Tegan Quitoriano a couple of years ago, so he's going to stay on the roster. Left tackle is going to be Jedrick Wills. Kenyon Green is going to be the left guard. We have Colby Nicholson as a rookie guard here. We have Eric McCoy as the center. And then we've got Greg Springs at right guard. Trey Turner is going to be the backup swing guard slash center here in this team. And Tristan Wirfs on right tackle. Austin Deculus is going to stay on the team for now. For the edge rushers, we have Epinesa and Starks. And we have Springs and Davenport. And Starks, by the way, is going to miss week 1. Gonna come back in week 2. Davenport is going to be the starter at right end. Springs for now is going to be the starter at left end, and Starks is going to be the number 3 guy, Epinesa the number 4 guy, and we'll go from there. And then for defensive tackles, I have a lot on this list right here. DJ Reader, Javon Kinlaw, Matthew Ioannidis. Yeah, that's why I decided to let Roy Lopez go, because he's a run stopper. And yeah, what do I've got in the DJ Reader here? And then I think I released or put Tillman on the practice squad and got Matthew Dunlap back as a receiver. I like to have more receivers, and I don't need 6 defensive tackles, because you can have 4 receivers on the field at once, but you only can have 3 defensive tackles on the field at once. So there's really no use in having 6 defensive tackles. Linebackers, already talked about it, and then corners, already talked about this one too. Greedy Williams is going to be the backup to Day and Stingley, and Sheffield's going to be the backup to Desmond King. We have Caleb Burgess as the starter at free safety, and Byron Redmond as the starter at strong safety. Linebackers, Chris Portillo is the number 1 guy in the middle, and then we have Christian Harris as the number 2, and Jamie Cantu as the 2 down linebacker that comes in on 4-3 base personnel. Starting the schedule off with AFC, Dolphins, Jaguars, and Titans. And then after that, we're going to start the NFC stuff with Packers, then Bills and Jets and Colts and Patriots, so a lot of AFC East. And then the Vikings, and then 2 more divisional matchups, 3 actually of them. Then the Chiefs, and then the Lions. And we are going to face the Bears. So we are going to face Justin Fields, who I was talking about maybe getting here. And week 18 is going to be against the Giants. And of course, if you enjoyed this video, I would appreciate it if you gave it a thumbs up, get subscribed, ring the bell for notifications. And yeah, I'm really excited about this new team. We've got 2 new tackles, a completely new defensive line. Like, seriously, nobody on the defensive line outside of Marcus Davenport was a contributor last year. And so, yeah, that is really exciting. I am really curious to see how this is going to play out. I think this year we can attack the playoffs. Like, I know this is kind of a steep climb because we just had the number 1 overall pick. But I really think that with this new tackle duo on offense, we can score 30 points per game if Davis Mills doesn't somehow have bad accuracy on every throw. I think we have the receivers to do it. I think we have the tight end to do it now. I think we have our running game to be proud of. Dameon Pierce is going to break so many tackles. I'm going to feed him the ball a lot. I'm really excited about this running game. We have the interior to do it. Kenyon Green is a good run blocker. Greg Springs is really solid. Eric McCoy is a good center. And yeah, we can live off of that, I think. And as a defense, I think we can create lots of pressure now. Like Marcus Davenport needs to step it up, I know. But DJ Reader, Javon Kinlaw should get everybody killed on the opposing interior O-lines. And Ryan Springs can just do whatever he wants, I think. Like, this guy has so many tools. I think that Springs should be a contender for Rookie of the Year. And then my awesome secondary, of course, hopefully produces lots of coverage sacks with Alex Day and Derek Stingley as two of the best corners in the league. That's going to do it for this episode. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed, please leave a like and subscribe for more Texans franchise. See you in the next episode. Until then, spread some love.